In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Bluetti AC180. 152 watt-hour solar generator. So that equals about 40 amp hours, thereabouts. About a fifth of the size of my 200 amp hour battery that I've got in the caravan. This was sent to me for free, by the way, and I could say anything I wanted about it, but I'll give you the duck's guts. It's very good. What have we got here? Basically, we've got a unit that can be generated by solar, it can be generated by AC power, and it also can be generated by a DC input. So basically, while your car's running, you put the cable into the cigarette lighter, 12 volt DC, and you can go into this port here, which also acts as the port for the solar, charge it up that way, and it's very, very quick. I was really surprised about how quick it was. You've got your control panel here with all your features telling you the watts in. So when you're doing your wattage in, it'll tell you how long it's going to take. And also when you're using it to power things, it'll tell you how much time thereabouts it's going to take in hours before the battery goes flat. And you can run multiple things at the same time. Run your DC stuff, which includes the 12 volt DC output, a USB-C 100 watt, and 4 USB-As. So what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ports. Plus it's also got on the top here a port for wireless charging of your phones. So very handy there. On top of that, you'll get the AC outputs. There's 2 of them. It's up to 1800 watts. Really impressed with this unit because it's handled a blackout, and it did very well in some testing that we did on a recent camping trip and some other camping trips. Let's get into it, and I could fully recommend this for sure. So we're out at Port Gibbon, South Australia for our anniversary, and we're going to have a look at the Bluetti solar generator here, and this will do up to 1800 watts. We've got 5 people here with us, and we've got to make coffees this morning. We made 2 lots of coffees yesterday on 100% charge, so each time we made about 5 coffees. It was 10%. We're going to make the morning coffee for our anniversary day.
Exactly 16 years ago.
16 years, crazy.
It also it's Anzac Day too.
It's also it's Anzac Day too, yes, no worries. So at the moment, because I forgot to charge up my batteries for the camera for this review, we've got that hooked in there, USB-C to USB-C. The USB-C here goes up to about 100 watts, so you can run sensitive electronics like your laptop. You've also got AC power here, and we're going to turn the AC power on for these 2 devices, being the coffee machine and the milk frother. You can see the watts go up straight away. Once we turn this on, the watts will really start cranking, 1192. Let's get into it and make the morning coffees for everyone. We'll get the milk going while we're making the coffee. That's a good little advantage of this system. It'll handle both of the things at the same time. I know this because I tested it last night. Where's the coffee pods? Handy little system here with our caravan. We can have an indoor and outdoor pantry, which is really cool. So the milk's still going. This is still going. 1700 watts output. We'll go on to the next coffee. The milk's still warming up. Next coffee, yeah, 1700 watts. Here we go again. Milk's taking a long while this morning. It is pretty cold here. You can hear the fan running on it just to keep it cool while it's under load. Finally got some milk. Got espresso. First thing in the morning. Got some more milk happening for that. Pretty handy, these pod machines, especially for camping. The cool thing about this as well, it's got a MagSafe on the top that you can put your phone on. It's also got DC output for your DC appliances, which a lot of camping stuff is. You've also got an input there, DC input, which you can put via solar. Putting sugar and grumpses and sugar and 90s. And there we go. Happy anniversary, baby. There you go. Look, product placement, Yeti. There you go. And the Bluetti. This can actually be hooked up for automatically engaging power if there's a power outage. It was a power out that lasted for about 12 hours. It was a real lifesaver in the regards to the fridge. We had a whole stack of meat ready for Easter. When the power went out, yeah, it was a lifesaver in that regard. It's paying for itself for that sort of thing, and where I live in South Australia we have lots of power outs all the time. So for the camping, this is really rugged. It's, you know, quite a lot of power. It is a fairly decent weight, but it's got two handles in here and they're really comfortable, so it's easy to move around. It's no trouble there. I thought the night time was good because this panel comes on and it just shows up really, really well. I was doing everything like phones, iPads, laptop and everything, so this will handle the sensitive electronics because it's sine wave up to 1800 watts. The thing that really impressed me the most about this machine is the amount of coffees that I made, and this was where it really excelled. This effortlessly did it, and basically every time I made 5 coffees, because there was 5 of us on this trip, it took about 10%, and I did that about 13 or 14 times over 3 days. Why? Because I had a 200 watt solar blanket that I was putting in here and was charging it up that way. So I think we had about 15, 16 rounds of coffee on this machine over 3 days, and at the end of it I think we were left with about 50%. I have reviewed this and I've had reviewed other units, you can see them on my channel, but out of the units that I've had, I'd recommend this the most. Why? It is a little bit more dependable than the other units. So after a while, and I've only had this a couple of months, so that could be a factor as well. Like one of the big units I've got, that seems to power down very quickly, and that's like supposedly double the capacity of this, and this outlasted that. I've got a smaller version which is about half the capacity of this, and it's really handy for the quick little camp, 1 or 2 days, but you know, when you're doing 2 or 3 and etc, etc, this is really the size that you'd want because it's nice and movable. But you know, there's a fair bit of battery there with 1152 watt hours, or around about 36 amp hours altogether, so pretty close to 40 amp hours. I just feel that the software and everything that they've got with this unit has just come together really, really nicely. Bluetti have upped their game, throwing down the gauntlet to other brands. However, of course, time will tell with the longevity, and I'll report on that in the future, but so far right now this thing is swimmingly good. And look, if you're on the fence of, you know, should I get a solar generator or should I not, you know, it's one of these products that you sort of think, yeah, you know, I don't really need it, I can get by without it. Then when you get one, you go, oh, I don't think I could live without this product. Now caravanning for a year, we've learnt a lot of things, and having solar power on hand, and you know, especially useful for the house, of course, when that goes into a blackout. But these things are a godsend, and they make your camping experience much better. This with the Starlink did quite well, so fully recommend the Bluetti AC180. It's a fantastic product, and yeah, I like it a lot.